Hello guys, this is exactly what we are talking about, and I'm just gonna show you 5 good pairs that I did the analysis at the beginning of the year, talking about 4 weeks ago. I made analysis and predictions on how 5 pairs would go. I'm gonna leave the link to the videos I'm talking about in the description box of this particular video, but I'd like you to leave your decent comment in the comment section, and because above 97% of the analysis are going perfectly well as predicted, but I guess some of you ignored it, some of you did not take it serious. But then I just want to show you the 5 pairs I made predictions, and this is the end of January 2022. And I told you guys that if you want to trade the synthetic indices, especially those pairs that I made analysis on profitably this year, that you should take note of all the analysis and predictions. Right guys, we are starting with boom 1000 index, okay, and then we'll be looking at boom 300, crash 500, crash 300, and finally crash 1000. And let's see how, because I deliberately left the indicators, okay, I left some of the indicators, I took note of them, and I left them just the way I placed them, with just little modification which I'm going to show you guys. Please, this is CN Honor on the screen, and you are watching CN Great Counsels and Forex Trader. Welcome you to my channel. If you are new on this channel, before we continue, I'd like you to just take a moment and hit that subscribe button down below, turn your notification bell, and so that whenever I upload a new video, you get notified and you get to watch it. Like I said, and like I keep saying, from the beginning of the year, we've started in NX, and you have to take every analysis, prediction, strategy, counsels, all the hacks, secrets, as I'm going to be releasing them on this channel. Please take it very, very seriously. And I also want to use this opportunity to advise you guys, if you've not been making profit from trading Forex, there's no need attacking us. There's no need leaving disgusting and disappointing comments in the comment section. I really thank God that some persons are actually fighting my battles, right? Please, I encourage you to learn, right? Please focus more on the system. It is when you understand the system and you are applying the needed principles, taking note of the required approach, that's when you start making consistent profit, right? The money I make might not be exactly the same with what you make, right? And please, what makes you profitable in Forex is when the profit you have made from Forex outweighs the losses you have incurred. And I'll tell you the truth, personally, the profits I've made from Forex generally has actually outweighed the losses I've incurred, okay, for the period I've traded, I've been on Forex. So enough of that, guys. Let's just go into the analysis, and let's confirm, because this is actually the end of January, and we want to do appraisals, we want to do a reevaluation, we want to reevaluate our analysis and see how the pairs we analyzed and predicted. Remember, we actually predict with high probability and not limiting the movement of price, right? So you guys should take note of that, and always take note of my choice of language when I'm talking about price movement. So I made a video on this. This is boom 1000 indices, and then I remember the video I made long ago, about 6-7 months ago, when price got to this point. Please, that video and every other video on my channel, they are epic videos, okay? You don't have to really watch them and learn from them. Listen to what I say, listen to whatever I say. The ones you know you can apply, that is valuable to you, please go ahead and apply it, okay? And price got here, and when I made the video I said that for about 2 years price has not gotten to this point, and that when it started descending I was aware, right? I said so, and I said that this pair will be coming down and that it doesn't really have a stronghold to rest on as a support, that as it is coming down it will be creating its own support while it's coming down, right? And that's exactly what I've been playing out for months. Okay, this is around August. This is around August, as you can see, August, September, right? Okay, and it's been coming down, it's been coming down, it's been coming down. And few weeks ago, at the beginning of 2022, I made another video on this pair. Although these particular trend lines were not there, I just added the trend line within the week because I spotted something very important, which I'm going to talk about here right now. But then this was the first analysis. Okay, this was the first analysis. You know, the market started descending and it was already on a selling cycle, and then it's making series of lower lows and lower highs, right? So when I made that analysis at the beginning of the year, the price was around here, and then I said that already the price has gotten to this point, okay, creating a lower low to this point, and to create another lower high it has to come up, and that's when price came up to this point. And then I said that to create another low point it has to descend, okay, and probably forming another lower high, okay, and it may continue like that. And I said at every point in time we can also reanalyze to see the possible move or most likely moves of price, and that's exactly what happened. From that point, this was a sniper entry around that point, and then it still descended. Okay, now I was actually, you know, looking at it that the price may eventually come up to this end to create another low to this, but then I also discovered what price is doing. I decided to draw this trend line to this point, which of course confirmed this place as a confluence that later led to this downward movement. But then I saw another downward trend line, meaning that price may eventually rally around this point, and that's exactly what is playing out now, which is why my stop loss came down to this point, so that if price moves up and hit, and then I'll be kicked out of the market. You can actually hold trade for days, weeks, months, or even years, if you understand. That's what we call trend riding or position trading. Of course my student will understand what that means better, right? So that reminds me, I want to use this opportunity to enjoin you to join my mentorship class. It's life changing, and you can't afford to miss it. So see how it is playing. I want you to leave in the comment section below, do you think this was a pleasant coincidence, or it was born out of a lucid and keen understanding of the behavior of price? Please let me know all that in the comment section below. And this is, I would say, this is 100% according to prediction. That is for Boom 1000. I don't know your take about it, but I'd like you to let me know that in the comment section below. So let's move to another pair, which is Boom 300. We're going to look at Boom 300 right away. Now I also have the indicators, the trend lines left here. If you watch the video, I will leave the link to that video in the description box so that you get to watch it. I actually predicted two patterns that is being developed, or that was developed. It was being developed on this pair. Now one of the patterns later was violated. It was supposed to be a triangle around this place. Okay, this beg your pardon, this downward trend line was supposed to take this shape, and then it was to form a triangle. But also this was there, and I predicted two possible pattern development by this pair, and I also say that it was going to be bouncing off, okay, from either of the trend line, from either of the sides of the patterns until it is broken. And price was actually somewhere around price was somewhere around here, okay. Beg your pardon, please. Price was somewhere around this point when we made that prediction, okay. It was around somewhere, so it later came down and then bounced off to this point, giving us another entry to execute a trade. And that was why I took a snapper entry. Now price was somewhere here when we made that prediction. You watch the video and then you tell me if it's true or not, okay. The link to the video will be in the description box. It's about 3 or 4 videos. You're gonna watch them and then you get back to me in the comment section. So it came up. Of course, it's obvious. Look at it here. It's obvious. Look at the date. Look at the date, okay. It should be first week of January 2020. Look at it. That's to tell price was here. And then look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Right? So that's for boom 1000. And I would give this around 95% compliance, because one of the patterns, of course it should also be 100, because I predicted 2 formations and one was 2 possible formation, one was violated but one later played out, right? So that's for boom 300. So we are moving on to crash 500 right now. Crash 500, all the analysis back then were done on daily time frame. That's why I'm using daily time frame, because of course I gave the reasons back then. So this was the trend lines that I placed, and I made mention of the pattern that was developed, and that pattern was obeyed. But then when the analysis was made, price was somewhere around here, and then I was able to identify something. I said that price was already approaching the upper trend line of this pattern that is being developed. I mentioned the pattern, but I said if you are trading ticks on crash 1000, that you're going, crash 500, are going to be very careful, because it's going to be crashing. Although there was a kind of ranging around that place, but it later crashed down according to prediction. I also made mention of something here to further confirm our prediction. I made mention of a kind of double top that is being formed around here. If you see, this is a resistance, strong resistance, and if you look very well, you see this is a double top, right? Double top, as you can see. So, and if you want to call it M shape, there's no problem, okay. Now price was somewhere around here when we did that prediction. If you look very well, it's most likely that it's gonna be, although it's been spiking, crashing and then making a bullish move, crash, making a bullish move, but it's most likely price may eventually come at least up to this point, okay. Now that's already happening. It's already happening, because price was actually here when we made that prediction, and I said since there was already a touch around the upper trend line, that is going to be crashing, and it's been crashing and trending and crashing. Though you may not really notice the effect on lower time frame, but it's been happening. Assuming you were able to take a snapper entry of a sell from around this place, even if it's 0.01 lot size, you would have still been in profit, okay. Remember, when you are taking position trading, you are trading for a long time, you are going to be using small lot size. So this I would also give it between 90 and 100% compliance. Of course, it's still playing out as predicted and expected, right? So that's for crash 500. I want you to also let me know your take on this pair in the comment section below. So moving on, we are going to crash 300, right? Still on daily time frame where we made the prediction. I told you something about the 300 indices, okay, and I told you they have not really given us much history. Of course, this is all we can see from this pair, and the same thing with boom 300. But then look at the indicators I placed, the trend line, and I talked about descending channel that was being created. Now let's take across and see where price was around that time that we made the prediction. Okay, price was around here, and then it was coming from down. Okay, right? So price was coming from down, and it was around here when we made that prediction, around here. So we said that it's gonna be making touches on the trend line, maintaining this channel until it's broken to either of the sides. So price, and then I said since it's approaching this, I may eventually make a touch on the upper trend line and then bounce off. That's exactly what happened, and you see crash 300 have been crashing since the beginning of the year, although it's trend make a bullish move and crash. But if you had taken positions even with 0.001 lot size, that would have been huge to this point around this time. So I would give this 100% compliance as well. So let me know your take on this in the comment section. So finally, please, I beg your pardon, I'm just rushing because I don't want this video to be that long. Okay, I just want to give you an update and a kind of re-evaluation of our analysis. We make appraisals from time to time, so if need be that we need to re-analyze, we will always do that. That's what I've been telling you guys. You combine a whole lot of things to trade. Okay, so if you are watching to this point, before I go to the last pair that we're going to be looking at, that's crash 1000, please, if you are new, I'd like you to hit that subscribe button down below and turn your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified. And my old subscribers, if you all are getting values from this content, I'd like you to hit that like button, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to share with other traders so that we will get in touch with larger number of audience. Of course, this year must be purer than last year. That's the slogan for today or for this year. Okay, so yeah, let's just continue. We are going to crash 1000. Okay, the analysis on the crash 1000 was done just recently, about I think it was last week or so. Yeah, so and the analysis was done on 1 hour and 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, and look at, I did mention, if you can recall, I made a video last week or so that went against me, but then I later closed it in profit. If you can see, I was talking about the break of structure. Eventually it was broken after this move. Okay, it was broken here, and then look at it, but it's really still retesting this lowest point that it has reached over the years. I'm correct, over the years. So it has broken it, and then it is doing this way now, just as you can see. Okay, so let's say that it has not really, you need to break this point, okay, for us to know that it has started making serious bullish move. But as for now, right, it has not really broken or given us what is needed for the tick traders. Okay, but you can always trade you know, if you understand what price is doing. For instance, one can decide to put a trend line somewhere here right now. Okay, if you're able to spot this now, with this you will know that it's most likely that price will be pushing up to come up to retest this resistance, right? Just as you can see. So it's possible for it to move up and retest, and possibly there might also be a pullback before it will do that. So this is what is being respected for now, right? So let's see how it's gonna play out. I'm actually making this video to update you guys, so it's not gonna be that long, but please take it serious. Please focus on the system, learn how it works, and the money will come from what you have learned. Okay, the profiting comes from a better and good understanding of how the system works. Remember that many people are profiting already. They put a lot of effort. They may have lost over the years, and if they are benefiting or profiting from forex because they have sacrificed a whole lot, then I think it's worth it. Let me know your view in the comment section, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Remember, we've started in NX and expect great counsels, hacks, secrets from this channel as will be provided by CM Great Counsels. I'm signing out for tonight. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.